City series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Dorenbecker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M-Checks. I got the For the Love, a Ma Maniere Jordan 3s scheduled to release Saturday, March 29th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so I can see how they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it.
Really dark gray suede on the toe. And tumbled leather here on the upper. Laces are a little different texture-wise. See what I'm talking about? And then up here on the tongue, you have an Ma Maniere logo on this left shoe, and a Jumpman on the right shoe. We got a sail and diffused blue midsole on these. If you look at the sail, you can see it's, as usual, has that slick-like look to it. But if you look at the diffused blue part, it has a matte finish, so no matter what angle I hold these at, the light doesn't bounce off of it at all, and you can see the sail part does. Here's the upper, tumble leather and suede. And these also come with the Ma Maniere hang tag that came with the last two threes. It says a Ma Maniere, quality goods handled with care, inspired by street culture, fashion, and the greatest athlete in history. Season is spring/summer 2021, approved by Michael Jordan. I don't know why it says 2021 instead of 2025, but I guess because that's when they did the first pair of threes, but you know, they could have made it 2025 for these. But anyway, they come with the diffused blue Nike Air hang tag as well. And that's them from the side. So yeah, another release with no elephant print. The last two of Ma Maniere 3s came the same way, and they did the same thing on the Lucky Shorts 3s that just dropped, so I guess they're making that more common now. But do you guys like that here and there, or do you think all three should have elephant print on them? Leave a comment, let me know. Now, I usually don't like when they put Nike Air on the back of non-OG colorways, but it looks so nice on these, I can't even be mad. If you look here under the back tab, they both have a little message. So on this left shoe, let me turn it around so you can see it better. So on the back of the left shoe, it says, all we have is each other. And on the right shoe, it says, you have to get comfortable walking alone. Kind of contradicting statements if you ask me, but yeah. Here's the back. Quilted pattern on the inside, just like the last two releases. And they come with extra laces, but the color on them is so similar to what's already in the shoe. Like, I just don't see the point of this. They could have did dark gray or blue or even sail. But this is just, I guess it's a backup pair of laces in case those get dirty, I guess. Because other than that, is this the same color? Insoles are blue. They also have that quilted pattern. And if you look closely, yeah, they're leather. You got the patch down here at the heel that says a Ma Maniere, inspired by street culture, fashion, and the greatest athlete in history. Season, spring 2025, approved by Michael Jordan. So here's the outsole. It's mostly black with some diffused blue and sail. Here's the box they come in. Plastic cover with the Ma Maniere logo pattern all over. It's actually the same exact box that the first Ma Maniere 3s came in. Literally the same thing. Only difference would be the labels. Let's take both of them out. You can see they even kept the Jumpman the same color on the top, down here as well. This one's a little discolored just from age, but it's the same exact box. If you open this up, inside, they got the same exact wax paper with the Ma Maniere logo pattern again. And these have an extra 2 layers of white paper under here. Here, my original still clean. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 3 Retro OG SP in white, diffuse blue, and anthracite. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
If I fucked your bitch, she told you we just friends. Lied to you again, that was just pretend. If I fucked your bitch, I probably got head too. No disrespect towards you, but that bitch don't love you. If I fucked your bitch, it's because she let me. Don't be trying to press me, cause shit could get messy. If I fucked your bitch, we keeping it real low.
These are nice. Not a must for me, but they fire. I might fuck with them. Quality's good. Details are always fire on these collabs, and the colorway's nice too. It's like they took the Dawn of Ma Maniere 5s and just turned them into 3s. I'd probably be crazier about these if the 5s didn't exist, but since they do, and I think I like the 5s better, I don't really feel like I need these. But don't be surprised if I end up keeping these too, because they are nice. They're just not like OD for me to feel like I really need them, you know? If this blue was a shade that I wore more frequently, then I probably wouldn't be thinking like that. This is just something I don't have that much of, so I'm probably okay with just these, but like I said, don't be surprised if you see me end up with these too, because it actually goes really well with denim. I realized that when I did the on feet with the jeans, but we'll see. But I'm starting to realize I really like how well blue goes with sail. I mentioned in my Lucky 3s review that the hydrogen blue on those went well with the sail. But even though that's a completely different shade of blue, it looks good with this shade too. I don't get that feeling as much on the midsole, but from the back, they really complement each other here. And not to sound like a hypocrite, because I know that I've complained about them putting sail on some of the OG re-releases. But to be clear, I never had a problem with the color sail in general. I just never liked the idea of us getting a shoe like Chicago 1s or Black Toe 1s, white cement 3s, shoes that have released 3, 4, 5 times already and have all aged naturally when we didn't even want them to. So to put them out again and make the new version of that come looking aged already is dumb to me. I know they're reimagined, and that's why I don't care. Something like this is different. If this is how the shoe comes, this is how the shoe comes. But enough about that. I'm not even trying to go on that tangent. But yeah, these are nice. Nothing to go crazy over in my opinion, but leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about them. I know I can't be the only person that kind of feels like they may be starting to overdo the Ma Maniere collabs a little bit. Like, I do like majority of them, so I'm not complaining. I don't know. I just feel like every time I turn around, they're talking about a new Ma Maniere collab. And I mean, as long as they continue to make them good looking, there's no problem if you ask me, especially with all the cool details they put on them. But like, this is the 3rd pair of a Ma Maniere 3s we're getting in a 4-year span. We're about to get a 3rd pair of a Ma Maniere 5 soon in a 2-year span. I guess maybe if they did some other silhouettes, it wouldn't seem as repetitive. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about that too. These were initially supposed to be releasing Saturday, March 15th, and I'm really glad they changed the date because that would have just been way too much in one weekend. Getting the Brick by Brick Force Friday, then the Cool Grey 9 Saturday, and then the Navy SB 4s that Tuesday was already a wild lineup. Not only are the releases back to back to back, but they all heat too. This is some shit that they could have spread out for weeks. So then to throw these in the mix and not give them their own day at least would have been OD. Especially because I feel like a Ma Maniere collabs have been kind of on the decline as of recent as far as popularity is concerned. So putting these out in the middle of all those other releases really wouldn't have helped that. Because these probably would have been most people's 4th option out of the 4, and a lot of us would have been forced to treat them like that girl that's been interested in you, but you've been ignoring her because you want this other girl. So you shoot your shot with the other girl, but come to find out she's not really interested in you like that. You try to slide, she dubs it. Now you know that if you went and got your money up real quick and really showed her something, that you can still bag it, but now you kind of turned off because you feel like she wants you to do the most just to get the time of day from her. So you kind of go off her for now. And there's this other joint you like too, not as much really, but she looked just as good as the first one. Got a decent job. Only thing about her is she's kind of been around a little bit. You've heard stories, you know, a couple of guys personally who hit, and because of that, it's just hard for you to look at her that way. But somehow you're able to put that aside and convince yourself it's okay. And as soon as you start thinking about locking in with her, now you find out that she's pregnant by her ex. Now you don't even know if she's keeping it or not, but at this point, you go off her either way. Now you got this other joint in your reach who kind of be on the same shit as the first one, but she just be playing sometimes, and with everything you got going on right now, you just don't have it in you to deal with that at the moment. And then you start to realize these bitches ain't shit. And you take a second look at that old girl who been waiting on you the whole time, and all of a sudden she looking way better to you now. Now you want her. And that's probably how a lot of people would have circled around to getting these if they would have released them on the 15th. Pushing these back 2 weeks gives everybody time to recover financially, and now we have a lot less to distract us from these, which I think plays a huge role in the shoes demand. Had they released these on the 15th, they probably would have been an easy cop with everybody being distracted by the other releases. But now, being that these got their own release date, I don't think there's nothing else coming out that weekend, so people will be a little bit more ready, and these might be a little tough to get. Possibly. I was looking at a Ma Maniere's Instagram, and one of their posts about the 3 said, a Ma Maniere Jordan 3 for the love, a Ma Maniere Nike Air Max 95 hand wash cold, and women's a Ma Maniere Nike Air Force Ones hand wash cold are set to launch 3/29 exclusively from a Ma Maniere. Now, usually on the Ma Maniere collabs, they release with them first, and then on the sneakers app a couple of weeks later. That's how they did it on almost all the releases, but they did throw us a curveball on the Dusk 5s and did not release those on sneakers. So to see them say, set to launch 3/29 exclusively from a Ma Maniere kind of gives me the idea they may only be releasing with them and won't drop on sneakers. I don't know for sure, it's just an idea, but the way Jordan Brand's been coming this year with limited releases, I would not be surprised by that at all. I know if that happens, these might be a little hard to get. So just in case, enter those raffles. I know they're a pain in the ass, but you might get lucky. These are going to be risky for resellers because a lot depends on whether these are going to release on the sneakers app or not. Because y'all know a lot of times what happens is they release them on the Ma Maniere's website where they charge like $20 for shipping, so now you're paying like $245 or whatever for the shoe. And they take so long to ship sometimes, who knows what's going to happen to the market while you're waiting to receive them. And that's the real risky part. Like, there's been a few times where they released that at Ma Maniere, charge people for shipping, then they release them on the sneakers app, which doesn't charge for shipping. Meanwhile, people still hadn't received their pairs from a Ma Maniere yet, and people got their pairs from sneakers around the same time, or maybe even before everybody got their pairs from a Ma Maniere. So people just paid that like $20 or whatever for shipping just really for no reason. By then the market's probably way down from when it was when you initially bought them, and you paid an extra like $20 for them to receive them the same time as people did who didn't have to pay for shipping. Now that doesn't happen every time, but it's happened enough for an experienced reseller to know better, so I definitely would keep an eye on all that. If this video was helpful or informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.